Hello everybody, thank you very much and welcome to my talk. I am Towhidul Islam and I am pursuing postgraduate degree Master of Public Administration under Jhonson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy at the University of Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Today I am here to present my applied project, which is a course requirement of strategic management in the public sectors, and this presentation will be submitted to my beloved course teacher Justin Longo, faculty of Jhonson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy. So dear audience, before going to start the presentation, I'd like to express my extreme gratitude and sincere veneration to my beloved course teacher who helped me a lot in preparing the presentation, and I'd like to also thanks to my friends at Jhonson Shoyama Graduate School of Public Policy. So let's get the ball rolling. Before going to start the presentation, I'd like to just show you some presentation outline. Okay. Well, as per the advice of Professor Justin, I have come up with a strategic problem, which is performance management problem in organization, managing poor performance. So in this presentation, I will just simply discuss about the performance management problem and how to manage poor performance in an organization. So here's the presentation outline. In this presentation, first of all, I will discuss about the performance management, then I will describe about some of the key reasons of poor performance in organization, then I will describe some problems caused by poor performance, and then I will give some recommendations on how to deal with performance related issues. And after that, I will just simply make a link between the class lectures and the applied project with the key issues. And finally, I will finish up the presentation by showing some examples, some pictorial presentations. So let's get started the presentation. What is performance management? Performance management is an ongoing process of communication between a supervisor and an employee that occurs throughout the year in support of accomplishing the strategic objectives of the organization. The communication process includes clarifying expectations, setting objectives, identifying goals, providing feedbacks, and reviewing results. Now, let's move on the next slide. Poor performance. Poor performance means the failure of executive to meet reasonable and achievable performance. When any organization doesn't meet their expected goals, it means that they are underperforming. Some examples are here. You see poor standard of work, inability to cope up with a reasonable volume of work to a satisfactory standard, attitude to work, see poor interpersonal skill, lack of commitment and drive. These. And then let's move on the next type. There are some types of performance problems. First of all, a quantity of work, untimely completion, limited production. See, sometimes the employees come at office late. They sometimes miss the office. They do not come at the office. Sometimes they leave without permission. Misuse of sick leave, using phone excessively, break time, taking break time more and more, use of internet. These are the reasons of poor performance. Okay. Now, quality of work. This is another types of poor performance. Sometimes inaccuracies and errors are found in any employees. See, sometimes the client dissatisfaction is happened. Sometimes wastage of the materials is happening. It's all are about performance problems. And another type of performance problems are often referred as the poor attitude, negativism, failure or refusal of instructions, unwillingness to take responsibility, power games. These are resistance to change, inappropriate interpersonal relations. You see that inconsiderate, argumentative, destructive humor, sarcasm, these are the main points. Inappropriate physical behavior, sometimes smoking, eating, drinking in an inappropriate place, sleeping on the job, alcohol or drug use, these all are related to performance problem. These are the hampers in performance. Okay, now let's go to the another slide. What are the reasons for poor performance in any organization? See, there are some problems, some reasons which are very, very essential key reasons I have pointed out. Poor communication, lack of training, lack of motivation, lack of foresightedness in the management, and the resistance to change. I think all of these things you know very well, no need to clarify it. So now next there are some other points to be considered. Poor customer service, lack of collaboration and coordination, poor productivity, poor team management, harassment. Harassment is nowadays is a common phenomena in some of the offices. Sometimes there are some conflict between the different employees, management, and the customers. These are the reasons for poor performance. And also there are some improper placement and induction. It means that after coming at office, sometimes office do not get their employees proper induction and placement. I mean prefer orientations. This is important. Gap between line managers and staff managers, lack of carrot and stick method. Lack of carrot and stick method, it simply means the award and punishment system. When some organization, when employees perform better, they should be given very good reward so that they can be motivated and start working again with new spirit. And sometimes there are some employees who don't work properly, they should be given punishment. These are the carrot and stick method. Well, let's move on the next slide. What are the impacts of poor performance in any organization? Now, we have already discussed the reasons of poor performance, and after poor performance, what happens to company? There is a clear mentioning of 3 points, that image crisis of company is happened, and then poor productivity, low profit is recorded. When these happened, at that time unemployment problem may face. Company faces stumbling blocks to prosper as a company. As a consequence, many people get unemployed. Breaking down organizational culture. I mean, company has some tradition, some traditional background, some images that maybe break down. So these are the consequences of poor performance. Now, how to do the poor performance management? We have to solve these problems by simply looking at the PowerPoint that what is performance. You know, performance, if you ensure performance, ability into motivation is equal to performance. If you want to increase the ability of the employees and increase the motivation, then definitely there will be better performance in any organization. So, how to achieve good performance? I mean, how to deal with poor performance? There are many points I have just pointed out. Performance development plans, company or any organization should have performance development plans, and they should facilitate trainings for their employees so that they can understand the desired goals of the organizations, how to achieve those goals. And the third point is motivating the employees. When employees lack motivation, they feel very disheartened, resulting poor performance. So in this regard, promotion, incentive and other benefits can be useful to ensure better performance. And then fourth point is the strategic foresight and scenario analysis. Company management should have proper vision so that it can see the future of the company, future growth and development company. So it will be developed, it will increase their performance. Next, communication improvement. This is also one of the vital factors of increasing performance in any organization, and an ensuring collaboration. Ensuring proper collaboration and proper coordination is important for increasing performance level of employees, resulting better performance and organizational success. Then, stress management and facilitating entertainment. Nowadays, life is over-connected, so employees get demotivated and they feel stressful after their job. So they should have some work-life balance. They should be given some opportunities, some entertainment facilities. They should be given some free entry to recreation center. They should be given free gym opportunity so that they can they can feel happy and entertained. And proper management is also important. Proper management can ensure better performance. And ensuring better workplace is another vital point in terms of phenomenal performance in any organization. There are some other points which is coined by CEO of Rick Conlow International. He said that by enhancing availability, performance can be achieved. There are 5 R's which are discussed after the next PowerPoint slide. See, resupply, first R. How to deal with problems. Resupply, do employees have what they need to perform well? As a manager, as a recruiting team members, you have to ask them about additional resources they think they need. Listen to their points of frustration. And another thing is that noting the employees report that support is not adequate. So sometimes employees can make different types of false demand. So investigation is important. Sometimes employee blame external sources for their poor performance before admitting their own fault. This is the very first step of addressing performance. So next R is retrain. Sometimes employees are trained up or they need another training, they need some other development trainings. This should be focused. Okay, there are some training, you see, computer-based training program, simulation exercises, subsidized college or university courses. Here at training seminars with co-house and internal providers. These are important for increasing performance. And refit. It simply means analyzing the individual's components of work and check whether they are perfect for these tasks, if they have abilities or not. So this is also important, third point. So the goal of this strategy is to retain the employees, meet operational needs, and provide meaningful and rewarding work to everyone involved. And reassign. Sometimes, some employees are not perfect for jobs, so they should be given another job which is perfect for them. So reassigning jobs is also important for enhancing performance. And then release. Sometimes it is seen that the employees sometimes don't have ability to do the job, so they just need to be released. Sometimes you may need to let employees go. This is the one important thing. And another important thing is improving motivation. There are mainly 3 ways of improving motivation. Performance goal. Goal setting theory is important in this regard. Set clear expectations and match employees to the skill required. Performance assistance. Regularly assessing employees' ability and take actions if it's deficient. Securing the resources required, conduct performance review on a regular basis. And in the performance feedback, it is very important to get the employees' feedback in timely manner, and the performance should be open and with honesty. And if the employees do great, they should be given awards. Okay, these are improving motivation. And there are some theories about motivation which can be also focused. All of you know that improving motivation, Herzberg's two factors theory and Abraham Maslow's need hierarchy theories are very much popular in terms of motivating employees. There are some factors in organizations which motivates the employees, which are important, and some other factors which are essential. Without these, the employees cannot be motivated, they can be demotivated and dissatisfaction. For example, salary, work environment, these are important. This should be ensured. And another one is important, which is self-actualization. The Maslow's theory, you have to understand the crisis of the employees. You have to focus the specific need of the employees. These two theories are described in the class lecture very clearly, so I don't need to share these, okay? And now let's move on the class reflection, linkage of the key issues. See, lack of motivation, motivation hygiene theory, session 6, we have studied pay for performance, job design, recognition, and incentive system. All these are covered in the session 6. And another issue is the lack of proper goals and expectations. Goal setting theory in the section 6. Session 6 also covered this one. Poor communication, session 4 and 5. Teamwork, collaboration. We have studied about collective intelligence and artificial intelligence in the session 4 and 5 of the class lecture. Okay. Lack of innovation and productivity, which was discussed in section 9. And the exceptional organization, productivity, creativity, innovation, and stress management. And then other factors, issues is that the proper coordination and collaboration, we have studied in section 6. Employee engagement, reward system, and effective supervision and leadership. And the proper placement induction, which is also important. Lack of carrot and stick method, which is also described in theory X and Y, pay for performance reward system in session 6. Lack of change management, it's also discussed in session 8. Gap between line managers and staff managers, this is also key issues of performance problem. Organizational culture, it's very important, which is also discussed in the class lecture. Now, see the best class performance management programs. There is a cycle of performance management. Performance check, feedback, yearly review, goal setting, compensation decision yearly, and there is an ongoing feedback system, okay? And then you can see there are some examples which was given by Marshall, how to motivate employees in British Airways. There is a clear example you see, and he just initiated some method which was very useful. And this is a role of leadership management and steps taken by Marshall motivating in British Airways. See, there is some pictorial presentation. We are at the end of the presentation now. Pictorial presentation of performance management, team management in Dove company in Canada. See, they are very vigorous. They are very motivated teamwork. Another picture, see the facilitating training for increasing performance of Bangladesh civil servants. Bangladesh Public Administration Training Center, which provides training for increasing performance of the civil servant of Bangladesh. So these all are for developing performance management. By the way, I have made this presentation by using some essential resources. See the references, Public Service Training Center, Bangladesh, media partner www.mindtools.com, and the class lectures of Justin Longo 882, which was very essential. So dear audience, thank you very much for your patience hearing. I wish I'll see you later in other video. So till then, take care.